They say Istanbul has a different soul for every season. But there is nothing quite like the week before Ramadan. Even under a steady spring rain, the city is electric. The ferries are packed, the spice markets are overflowing, and there is a shared sense of anticipation in the air. I'm Ayşenur Altan, and today I'm taking you into the heart of the Ramadan rush. From the centuries-old tradition of calligraphy in Tophane to the chaotic, beautiful lines for coffee in Eminönü, we are exploring how this city prepares for the holiest month of the year. Whether you are a local stocking up on hurma or a traveler wondering if the restaurants will stay open, I've got the answers for you. I'm joined by my daughter and her friend today as we navigate the slippery streets to find the best local flavors. We'll look at what's new this year, look back at some magical iftar moments from last year, and give you a front row seat to Ramadan in Istanbul. Before the rush of the markets, I started my day in Tophane. In the quiet of a calligraphy exhibition, you can feel the spiritual heritage of Istanbul. We are in Tophane. The Galata port is right across the street, and we have the Kılıç Ali Pasha Mosque. And this is the place, the Tophane Amire, where we're gonna visit the calligraphy exhibition. This year's theme is Hane, the family. In our culture, the home is the first madrasa, the first school of the heart. And just as Ramadan teaches us discipline, these walls remind us the foundation of that discipline. As I walked through, this verse caught my eye. Never say to them, even ah, nor yell at them. It's a powerful reminder that sabr or patience isn't just about waiting for sunset to eat. It's about how we treat those closest to us, even when we are tired or hungry. Another piece captures the hadith. The Lord's pleasure is in the parents' pleasure. Seeing this, I couldn't help but nudge my daughter and her friend. I told her, see, it must be a very special feeling to be at this specific exhibition with your mother today. We had a little laugh, but the message is deep. The first verse of the Quran, Iqra, read. In the fine lines of calligraphy, as in the discipline of Ramadan, there is no room for rushing. It's a reminder to slow down and truly read the needs of our souls and our families. It was indeed a beautiful exhibition, no words to describe. We carried that stillness with us into the mosque for the noon prayer. Now refreshed and centered, we are stepping back into the city's pulse. We did our noon prayer and now we're gonna head to Eminönü by tram to join the beautiful chaos of the Ramadan rush. Normally I would walk the Galata Bridge, but with the rain and my daughter with me, the tram is our sanctuary today. Even through blurry rain-streaked windows, watching the new mosque emerge from the mist feels like a movie. It's a quick ride to dry off before we dive into the energy of Eminönü. As we step off the tram, the familiar sounds of Eminönü welcome us. My daughter and her friend decide to find a cozy cafe to dry off and chat, which gives me the perfect opportunity to dive alone into the heart of the Spice Bazaar. Stepping inside is like a warm embrace. The bazaar is packed today, everyone seeking shelter from the rain. The shops are sparkling, neat and ready for Ramadan. I even see stacks of güllaç, the milky rose of Ramadan, sitting right next to traditional tulum cheese. But the real stars are the dates. They take center stage in every window. Following the Sunnah, we break our fast with them, not just for tradition, but for the burst of nutrition they provide. Just outside the Bazaar exit, the air changes. The scent of spices suddenly meets the sharp, fresh aroma of roasted Turkish coffee. As always, there is a long line, but it moves with a rhythm of its own. The workers are here like a clockwork, disciplined, fast, and incredibly precise. They scale and pack the fresh ground so quickly that the wait never feels long. This store is a good example of what Turkish people eat. You can find everything here. For a Turkish kitchen, from the essentials to the treats.
Buyurun efendim. Geçin abla içeri tartacaklar. Karşılayın.
Hangisinden alacağız? Mehmet.
Here I spotted some new Ramadan decorations. Little lanterns and lights have become quite popular lately. Ne kadar şunlar?
Onlar 900. Başka bir şey var mı ekleyecek?
Ne kadar abi?
1200.
They looked charming, but after checking them out, they felt a bit fragile and used batteries I didn't want to keep replacing. I decided to stick with the classic ones I already have at home. Then I headed to one of my favorite shops. If you are looking for professional pastry ingredients or kitchen essentials, this is the place. I picked up some high quality fix for the desserts, along with some serving containers and heavy duty skewers. A chef's shopping list is never truly finished. So I bought some things back home. I cannot take too much because I have to carry and I have still some places to go. But it was nice to see around and the Ramadan ornaments. What do you think? Tell me. This view is so beautiful. Look at this. Well, I get this question a lot. During the Ramadan, if you are here, mostly in the touristic areas, the restaurants are open, so you can still eat if you like. But it is of course nice to give some respect and eat inside, but you will see lots of people don't care. But yes, you can, there are lots of restaurants still open. Some of the local restaurants are open after the Iftar. They are preparing for Iftar. With our bags and my camera full of Ramadan vibes, it was time for a reward. We started the 13-minute walk uphill toward the Beyazıt area. The rain didn't let up, but the thought of a warm local dürüm kebab kept us moving. In Istanbul, a good meal is always worth a little climb. And we finally made it. This place is a true local legend. It's not about decorative tables or a fancy restaurant, just incredible flavor. As the meat sizzles on the open flame, you can feel the warmth. It's the kind of spot that reminds you why Istanbul's food culture is so special. It's all about the craftsmanship of the usta behind the counter.
Olsun. Yeşiller.
As I watched one of the usta at the counter, I noticed he was handling a beautiful piece of beef tenderloin. This is one of the secrets of the beautiful tender street dürüm.
İki tava ayarlaş ya.
While waiting for our food, I also took the chance to ask about their Ramadan hours. Here they already posted a sign saying they will be closed, but some other places will stay open during the day, and some will be open for iftar. But you will never go hungry in the city.
Her gün masa 2 biber. Abi ne içersiniz? Ayran. 2 ayran alalım.
Tamam, ben geçeyim.
Afiyet olsun.
Sağ olun. I truly love the taste of this dürüm. The balance of the tender meat, the spices, the fresh lavash, and that unmistakably hint of wood smoke was perfect. And seeing my daughter and her friend enjoy these wraps made the rainy climb completely worth it. The roasted red peppers were also lovely, but here is a tip. Don't go too deep into the seedy part. Otherwise you'll have a fire in your mouth, as I did. In just a few days, these local spots will be packed with people waiting for the evening call to prayer. But today, we savor this last lunch together, grateful for the rain, the company, and the incredible flavors of Beyazıt.
Merhaba, hoş geldin. Abi, Sipariş tavuk göğsü, aşuren var, bir de 10 dilim soğuk baklava.
While today was about the rainy rush of preparation, I want to show you what this city becomes once the fast officially begins.
Ramadan mübarek.
Ramadan mübarek.
Every year Ramadan arrives 10 days earlier because of the Islamic lunar calendar. For the past 15 years, we've been observed this month in the warmer days. A beautiful weather to be outside. I was feeling sorry because the Ramadan is going earlier. So thankfully, in the past few years, we still were able to get outdoor gatherings even more vibrant. For massive iftar gatherings, the first place that comes to mind is Hagia Sophia. Every year, the Red Crescent shares free iftar meals, welcoming people of all nations, whether they are in need or simply want to share in the community. You'll see people bringing their own food like a giant city-wide picnic, scattered on the grass between the Blue Mosque and Hagia Sophia. In the gardens of Suleymaniye Mosque, other beautiful programs take place. I remember attending this one last year. Sitting at the long round tables, sharing a meal with a visiting family from Germany. The silence that falls over Istanbul in the call to prayer is something you have to feel to believe. Streets go quiet, the tables are set, and everyone holds a single day to break their fast. And the city bursts into a celebration of gratitude. This is the heart of Ramadan in Istanbul. A time when strangers become neighbors and the whole city shares one giant table. But the beauty isn't just on the ground. Look up and you'll see the mahia, the traditional illuminated messages hanging between the minarets. They've been the glowing signature of an Istanbul Ramadan for centuries, sending messages of peace out into the night. As the daylight faded, we finished our journey at the historic Beyazıt Mosque for the evening prayer. There is a specific kind of warmth here, not just from the walls, but from the quiet company. I even found myself sharing the saf, the prayer line, with a beautiful mosque cat. In Istanbul, even the animals seem to feel the spirit of peace that Ramadan brings. I hope walking these rainy streets with me, through the quiet galleries, the peaceful mosques, and the beautiful chaos of Eminönü, has helped you feel the spirit of what's coming. Next week, I'll be back with traditional Ramadan recipes and more scenes from the first days of fasting. Until then, hayırlı Ramazanlar. Wishing you a truly blessed Ramadan.